What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know the Styles, the Prophet, the Joy, King. What's up, y'all? Yeah, man. I just want to do another show, man. Double up on y'all, man. I gotta catch up anyway, man. I'm supposed to be giving y'all content more frequently, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. Um, Tune in with me, man. Check in with me. The things that I'll be talking about, you know, just daily affirmations, my thoughts, my concerns, um, my visual interpretations of things that I see with whatever's going on. That's what we're gonna do here, man. Brought to you by 800 Styles Productions. You know what I'm saying? And welcome to Thailand TV. You know what I'm saying? You've been a bear witness now. The revolution will be televised. You know what I'm saying? The revolution will be That's prophets, man. Ain't that what they said? The revolution will be televised. Everything is all television. Everything is all televised. Everything is all visually commercialized now. Revolution's gonna be televised, baby. Revolution's here. You know what I'm saying? It's called Thailand TV. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, man, I'm feeling good right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Good news today, man. My young king, man. Mm, my young offspring, man. He's doing his thing, man. So, feeling good about that. Making some good decisions and going in the right direction. I think that's one thing that's for every father, is to have that moment where they can see the fruits of their labor when it comes to their children. Because as we know, we've gone through this, especially being 47 years old and having a 17-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of ups and downs. So to pass him the knowledge, um, and he run with it and take it in a direction that's uh, positive and not fleeting, and just, you know, learning how to navigate through this thing called life that that we've been blessed to have every day when we wake up. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? One more time, man. Cheers to my son, man. Mm. Little Junior doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, he committed to um, Columbia University in New York, Ivy League school. So really proud of that. Really proud of that. I think that um, one of the reasons why I think that he picked them, and one of the reasons why I love that he picked them, is that they just been in the grind with them, man, from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And loyalty is something, like I said, I did a post on that before, and I've spoken on this before too. Loyalty is not the same as it was back in the day when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? So um, to have a place like this, to be loyal to them, and hunt after them, and go after them, and just, you know, piqued his interest, and being there from the beginning is huge. So, I mean, for me, when people are picking, this is one of the things I like to teach parents and kids about getting to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand who you're picking, what you're picking it for. Are you picking it just to say that you can go somewhere? Or are you picking it because this place can actually benefit you, and because they actually want you? You know what I'm saying? And it's very easy to tell when somebody wants you. So, you know, so one more time, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to my son, Junior. Mm. Sorry, my lady got me drinking wine today. She went and bought a bottle of wine and shit. So she was like, yo, you want some? I'm like, hey, let's roll. Let's let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Celebrations, you know what I mean? Celebrations. That's what we celebrate anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? Which I think that she knew that. You know what I mean? That's kind of how she is. She be on that shit too. That's why I love her. She be kind of thinking the thoughts that I don't think. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. You got to have that when you have a relationship with somebody. So that's dope. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know how we doing today, man? I just wanted to breathe with you for a minute. It's nighttime, so that's why I'm having a little bit. So bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Ride with me. So this is the after dark. Hopefully y'all kids is sleeping. You know what I'm saying? You know me. Hey, Sometimes my kids don't be sleeping this late. You know what I'm saying? When we on that train mode, they take their ass to bed at the right time. But sometimes, hey, they be late. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I be trying to get with it, you know what I'm saying, with that plan too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay on that discipline, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'll be letting them be free. So hopefully the kids are tucked in bed right now. You know what I'm saying? We can be some grown people right now and talk, you know what I'm saying? Some real talk. That's why this episode that I'm doing tonight is centered around these type of topics, because I think it's more adult topics that we talk about, plus relationship stuff. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? My job, like I said, is to teach us how to blend and congregate and communicate to each other. You know what I'm saying? Better. That's one of the goals that I have, and that's what I'm doing. Right. So, cheers to my son one more time. Whew. Yeah, you know how it go. Let me see here. Let me get things going here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to spend a little bit preemptively just going over, you know what I'm saying, going over whatever randomly thoughts is in my head, you know what I'm saying, and whatever positivity and love and good news that I got to give out to you, I'll give that out to you first. And plus, it gives a little time for people to join in. You know what I'm saying? Plus, these are all going to be on my Facebook. Facebook, I have it in their stores for about 30 days. I think the rules just changed, man. You got to pay attention to the rules sometimes. But they said 30 days. I think they're going to keep your lives available. And then YouTube, you can go to my YouTube, youtube.com/forever45, or just look up my name, Tylen Ward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we, we doing it big this now, man. So, we're gonna try to make some moves right here on this video medium. We're gonna try to empower, you know what I'm saying, young people. We're gonna try to do what we can to get our community back together. We're gonna try to do what we can to bring people, different cultures, and everything together on a positive note, because our communication sucks. I told y'all that before. I've said it before on some of my podcasts. You know, our communication sucks. So my job is, like I said, I've been sitting here to try my purpose. You know, got to find your purpose, right? This is my purpose, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was involved in learning about video medium 20 years ago. So, and this is the reason for it. So, yeah. So tonight's show, let's get into it, boy. The topic of tonight's show, the topic line is sharp / dating the same person, right? That's the topic of today's show. So we gonna dive into it. You know what I'm saying? First off, we're gonna talk about Sharp. It's about Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Shay Shay. You know what I mean? I'm sure this is what is it? A lot of drama in social media world. But we got to play into it because it's news, right? That's where we get our news now from. We get our news from social media, scrolling, beep, 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 right? So, Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp is an NFL player, and he has a podcast. A huge podcast, actually went really, really, really huge and viral after Cat Williams was on it, and basically started throwing out receipts on people, calling out names. And so his show, Club Shay Shay, kind of blew up. But Shannon Sharp is a guy who's been in the sports world as a player for a long time, as a commentator for a long time, and then now being on First Take, ESPN's, the flagship ESPN's, one of their shows that they do. He's on there. And he's been going through a little bit of drama with a lady. Been going through just a tiny bit of drama with a lady. 99 problems, but it ain't one, right? That's what they say. But yeah, his situation is that this female that he messes with, Debbie. Receipts, man. I'm calling names, right? So Debbie is actually suing him for the R word, right? Inappropriately to say it, but this is what she's suing him for, right? And so Shannon Sharp, you know what I mean? What he did was he pulled out some receipts, right? You know what I'm saying? So he pulled out some receipts to say, nah, this ain't what happened. I got documentation and things that validate that we two grown people doing what two grown people do, right? But the girl coming at him hard, you know what I'm saying? Like she trying to get that man for whatever she can. Actually, they know what for whatever she can. There's a number. She has a number named. I think it was 10 million. I think it was. She wants 10 million for the dude, right? And I think it's just 10 million just to go away too. It ain't even like she wants 10 million for the things that were done. The things that she accuses that were done, right? But to my thing about that is personally is I feel hurt because what you're doing is you're making that public, um, and you're dragging that man's name through the mud and through the courts. And one of the biggest things that I think a lot of people don't understand, especially women, when they do these type of situations, is you're putting their name in public record. You know what I'm saying? Like you're actually putting them in the system, and you guys are becoming a number. Your case number XY 47-3224 XY to the V 27, right? That's what number you are. It's a public record. We can all go on there. You can Google right now and be like, yo, lawsuit, whatever state it is. You can go on their thing and look at it. All the information's on there. It's public record. I think what a lot of women don't understand is when you do that, when you put a lawsuit on a man, even child support, whatever you're doing, if you're doing it for hurtful reasons, you're putting him as a number in that system and you're putting yourself as a number in that system. Right. That's the thing that really, as a person, like personal, but hurts me because you don't understand when you do those type of things. What you're doing is you're bringing the government involved in making decisions in your life. That's really what you're doing. Like you got lawyers that are jumping up like piranhas. Like, oh hell yeah, I can get paper out of this. And then you got to go before a judge or go before 6 or 12. You know what I'm saying? So really, you got a situation where it's either you have a judge who's making a decision for you, one person, or you got 6 or 12 people that are going to make a decision about your life. And I think a lot of people that do lawsuits don't understand that. And this situation is one of them. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand what you're doing when you bring up a lawsuit on something that's can be proven that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like I do get other accusations now. When the accusations are true, and the things are actually being done, you know what I'm saying? Um, Most High be with you, you know what I'm saying? On going after these people and those type of people, and I shun those type of people. So, but in this case, I don't think it's like that. You know what I mean? This is my show, my medium to vocalize my opinions. And like I said, with this situation, I don't think it's like that. I think it's a situation because I've been in these type of situations where um, the young lady is really just kind of hurtful, and just not only hurtful, she ain't even being hurt. She just, I want some money. You got a lot of money, people go after you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that. I think one of the biggest careers in the world is because of situations like this, being a publicist. I've always realized that, and because when I lived in Cali, man, I started seeing more of these type of stories all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're living in the city, you hear more of the stuff going on, right? So I would hear this type of stuff all the time, and people would try to make it go away real quick, the publicists, because a lot of people just understand that as long as you, especially if you're dealing with somebody that makes um, $40 million, right? And you tell that person, hey, look, I'm gonna tell the whole world that you messed up my life or you messed me up, and I'll go away for 500,000. Man, a $40 million person is gonna take that. I've seen it. When I lived in Cali, I seen it. This is what I'm telling you. Publicists are the illest, some of the illest people out here, man. They're like, that's why y'all don't hear about some of this stuff, is because of publicists. Publicists don't, they are gorillas, man. Publicists are gorillas. They go out there, they be like, yo, you got a piece of this? Do you have the article? Do you got the motherfucking tapes? Do you got all this? Give me that shit. No. Yo, news people, you gonna put that out? Nah, you ain't put that out. Give me that shit. You know what I'm saying? Publicists are some dogs, man. So they get paid good for that shit. That's their job, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what their thing is to do. Is because people be like, sometimes the publicists be the ones that be like, man, look, just cut a check to her. Just cut a check to them. You know what I mean? Um, it, it is what it is. It's funny to me because I've seen it happen before. So for him to for Shannon Sharp to go through this right now, I've seen this happen before. So he's level 2. It's a shakedown. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it all comes out in the light. All the truth comes out in the light, and the things that have been coming to light, you know what I'm saying, what she don't understand is gonna show everything. So we gonna find out everything and see everything, you know. And Club Shay Shay, Shannon, like, this is the message to all my young kings out there too, to all my people, you know, to all my mans out there, man. Like, Shannon, you thought you was getting a freak. All you thought was that you was getting a freak. You know what I'm saying? You can call her up, you can talk to her any kind of way. She down with it. It's go time. You fly, you fly in, you fly her in. It's go everything. It's go time. Ain't no red lights on nothing. All of a sudden, she flicked the screen, and I heard. I'm not talking bad about Shannon, man, but I heard the video. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You can just tell from the conversation that she was baiting you to say stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just understand. You will be choke your ass. But I feel you, dog, because it be like that when you, especially when you think you got a freak, man. You be like, I can talk any kind of way. I can say the things I've been wanting to say. Like, I ain't never been able to say. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, man. You thought you had a freak. You know what I'm saying? You thought you had a freak. But hey, she seen that check, man. She seen them checks, bro. She seen you on the video, dog. I tell you, seen me on the video. But you ain't hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that's on everything, man. But you know, you gotta figure this stuff out quick, man. Because stand out these streets, man. Because it's gonna come and bite you, man. That's what they do. Honestly, that's what they do. That's why you gotta go get your money, man. Get your money on. And keep your receipts, man. Keep your receipts, especially when social media gets involved. Whoo, when social media gets involved, boy, that's really where the publicists make their money at, because in order for you to stop it from hitting social media, you gotta be quick. You gotta be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because man, social media is what they say. What they say? Social media never loses, man. Social media wins again every time, boy. I'm telling you. So you publicists better get your love for that, because social transitioning, basically, using that to kind of transition into but one love, Shannon Sharpe, man. I love Shannon Sharpe, man. I love his country grammar. I love his brother too, man. So it's like both of them, the Sharpe brothers, they like cool dudes, right? And they ballers, right? But I love Shannon Sharpe, man. He real, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about me, is that, you know, I fuck with and I connect with real. That's the thing about me, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's real, I can fuck with it, you know what I'm saying? And the other fugazi ass shit, I don't fuck with that shit. So excuse my language. Hope the kids are in bed. This is grown folks talking right now. So, you know what I mean? Like, you see how I do. It's all good though. One love to my son TJ. Congratulations, young man. Great decision. You've been doing this all by yourself, dog. This last few months, you've been doing it all by yourself, dog. I'm just right here behind you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. One love, my nigga. King. Anyway, so social media, when social media gets involved, we're going to skip and roll right into the next topic. Dating the same person. This is when social media gets involved, right? So I've been seeing some stuff, man, and even I know about it because I've been a part of it myself. It's a little site that the ladies made that has the title, "Are we dating the same man?" Right? And so the ladies put this together basically to the whole point. I give the ladies props on this though, right? Because the whole point of it was to kind of like throw out a guy and to see if that guy, throw it out there on the site, just throw it out there and see if, hey, any ladies who are part of this group have ever, you know, messed with a certain guy, which is cool. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a good idea, in a sense. I mean, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying men do have sights, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, but I don't think it was anything wrong about the gesture of creating it, because especially women, you guys got to figure it out. You guys got to figure out and weed out guys that are not good for you, because we're good at masquerading, being good and being what you need to get what we want, right? You know what I'm saying? I always speak real. I tell y'all this all the time. I speak real. So as a man, I'm gonna speak as a man. I'm speaking in general. Some of my guys may get mad at some of the stuff I'm really revealing to you, but I don't care, because it's more so in general. Us anomalies, we don't give a fuck about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Us anomalies don't give a care about giving you game, about how to do it, because when it comes down to it, and us anomalies who fall in love, we don't use game. You know what I'm saying? We come at you 100% real. So your game or what game or whatever ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? On a real nigga. So that goes back into this whole situation with the social media and the ladies creating this site, right? So that's where I think the problem is that a lot of times the ladies are posting about real dudes, real ninjas, real kings, real men, and they're doing the next best thing, and they're bashing these men because of the bad relationship that they had with them, right? I've seen this whole we dating the same person go haywire, where they just go off on tangents of how horrible this person is. The person treated them so horrible for so long, and I used to crack up because you used to show me this. I'm Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, people know me on the low. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna holler at me, right? So people would show me this, and I'd be cracking up because I'd be thinking in my head like, damn, like how is you with this person so long if they so horrible? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is you know what I'm saying? Like, because don't women call themselves the self-proclaimed smartest species on the face of the planet, right? So, and you got woman's intuition and all this, right? Well, so how were you with this person for so long and they were this horrible? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. If I was a fool, I believe it, right? But I'm a man, I don't believe it, right? So that's why I refer to that as man bashing, because when you're just sitting there telling people that this person was so horrible, so horrible, so horrible, it makes me feel like that can't be true, because nobody spends time in something so horrible all the time. Nobody. I don't care how much people can try to play victim or whatever. You don't spend time in something so horrible all the time. You have to at least be telling me that there is some good in there, right? So if you're not telling me no good, then you're not telling me all the true story, right? And I think women understand that. So I think when women see this kind of stuff and go on these kind of sites, honestly, I think women do understand that. I think that women ask themselves the question that I ask myself too when I see stuff like that: is, was it really, really all that bad? Like I just said, like, was it really, really, really all that bad? Like, everything you're saying happened or whatever, but did all that happen all the time? Or are you just talking about instances where that happened? Like, I remember one time I had a conversation with a young lady, and I was just like thinking in my head, like, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that we just had a good 2 weeks, everything was good, and then all of a sudden something happened, we had a bad argument or whatever, blase skippy, and now the whole relationship is based on the one day that we had a bad argument and not the whole 2 weeks that were good? You know what I'm saying? But that's how their stories are. That's in this bashing website. Like, I seen them. That's how their stories were. It was like, it made it seem like this is honestly, when you read someone when y'all read some of y'all ex's stories, if y'all ever got the opportunity, this is what this site did. It gave me the opportunity, like, to see an ex give a story, right? Like, if you ever get the opportunity to see where a full blown story of what your ex be saying about you, like, this is how it reads. I swear to God, it reads like this. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but this is how it reads. He comes home from work. He beats me. He punches me in my face. He tells me I ain't shit. He tells me he tells me he doesn't like anything I do. He yells at me from the time he walks into the house to the time that we go to sleep. He never compliments me. He never takes me out ever. We never ever went out ever one time on a date ever. He treats me so horrible. Like, that's what it says. Like, that's what it says. And like, the thing about that kills me about you ladies is that men don't talk about ladies like that. Like, men, like, I've seen some guys go on. I tell you, I've talked about this before on other sites, that I've seen guys go online and bash You know what I'm saying, ladies, and I'd be like, I've never really bashed a lady. You know what I'm saying? Like I might maybe argue back and forth my viewpoints, whatever. But I've never bashed a lady before. You know what I'm saying? Especially not in public, right? Guys we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, we kind of do the opposite. If we are done messing with a female, we don't hate on you. We promote you almost, so to speak. I mean, ask any dude what I'm about to say if it's true or not, right? Ask any dude what I'm about to say is true. This is what we do. We see a dude be like, "Hey man, what's up with Tammy, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You still mess with Tammy?" Man, nah, man, I ain't messing with Tammy, man. She cool and all though. You know what I'm saying? Like, she do the one thing, man. Used to be like, wow, wow, like for real, like yeah, wow, wow. You know what I'm saying? She got that thing though. You know what I'm saying? But you, man, y'all cool though. Nah, man, we cool. We are. I mean, we don't. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but all I know is this: she do that one thing, right? That's how we are. We don't sit there and be like, man, I hate that. It was horrible. Everything she did was just horrible. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, honestly, it's like, what's the point in doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think for us as men, it's natural for us to want the better in other people. So if it's not going to be with us, we try to promote you to somebody else because you might be able to make something happen with that person. If I really didn't want you, if I want you, I don't tell none of my business to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? My lady, no, I don't tell my friends my business. Stay out my business. You know what I'm saying? That's between me and my lady. You know what I mean? Holla, holla, right? So I think one of the biggest problems is that one of the things that I noticed that when I went through this whole thing with this little website thing was that most of the women that were on there were upset at the fact that I chose somebody else. For real, like when it came down to it, I thought about it. Each one, and I saw these little posts. Each one got upset when they found out that I was with somebody else. And I think one of the things we talked about this before, luxury rejection. I think that women don't understand how to have rejection. They don't understand how to take it. And once a woman is rejected, it's very personal to them. Like with this whole Club Shay with Shannon Sharp situation. He could have been like no or whatever. I think that's the main thing. Once you can see women and men, when you say no, you kind of get to see who they are. You know what I'm saying? You get to see kind of who they are as a person, really, really, really real. And with women, it's very huge and apparent of a moment because when you tell them no for the first time, they actually have to understand, okay, this person isn't just going to kiss my ass and going to give me everything that I want. They're actually going to call me out on things and they're actually going to withhold things from me if I'm not acting correct. So, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful when you're in these relationships with women because it's difficult for them. Even when they're like Shannon Sharp's girl, she knew she was a side chick. That was her job. She knew that. You know what I'm saying? But she was willing to go ahead and run this man's name through the mud, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because she wants some money. And we talked about this before. You know what I'm saying? That money is topping all loyalty now. It's killing the loyalty game, man. You know what I'm saying? And I brought this up when I was speaking about NILs and college basketball, or college sports in particular, is how that NIL money is coming in and that loyalty now, you know what I'm saying? It's out the door. You know what I mean? Everybody's going for the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful about that. And then when it comes to these sites, um, women are ear hustlers. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. It doesn't mean in a bad way, but women are ear hustlers. I mean, because that's why women ask questions because they want to know. They want information. You know what I'm saying? They want information, and that's why um, I feel like these sites actually on the look. Like I told you, I'm gonna give you game, man. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't fuck with my game anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? Larry Bird did it the best, man. He tell you exactly what he gonna do. You gotta stop him, right? But I'm gonna give you game, man. Women are ear hustlers. And with that, this is what I feel about these sites. This is for my kings right here. I've tried to express it to my kings before. King from over South Minneapolis, CJ also, CJ Parker. Try to let my young kings know. Like when women do this kind of stuff and they talk like this, Well, actually, Akeem said the best. He said, low vibration. I love that when he said that. This is why you gotta listen to other people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta listen to other because you learn shit, right? So he said low vibration, and that's very true. I think a lot of women operate on low vibration. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a negative thing. I just think that it's just a different thing, right? So they operate on low vibration. So when they hear news and information, it's high for them. They're going to intrigue. They're going to call on it. They're going to pull on it. So if they can get information from somebody, if somebody got information, if they can go onto a site and somebody's talking about somebody, oh my God, whoa, who is this? Oh, I know that person. I know that. You don't think that they're going to be all that shit, loving that shit? And the positivity out of it that I'm spinning up for my kings that I'm trying to tell y'all about is you have to learn how to use that as your mouthpiece, right? Because what it does is it puts women in a position where they want to know more. Women are always about more. I've spoken about this before. So if a woman hears all these bad things that come from a woman's mouth about a man, they are intrigued. They want to know more. And they're not dumb, right? You guys are the self-proclaimed smartest people in the world. They're not dumb. So they're going to wonder, why did you stay with this man for so long if he was that horrible? That's what I'm saying. So it's your mouthpiece. When I was speaking to my kings about this, I'm not saying, oh yeah, go for it. But what I'm just saying is stay calm. It's not a big deal for us. As a man, a woman going around telling other women that he was mean to her and he treated her bad and she stayed with him for so long, what it does is it makes women intrigued. It makes women realize, wait a minute, hold on. You are a woman. You are the smartest species on the face of the planet. Something that man did was so powerful that it was willing to make you stay for so long. And they want to know what it is. So, like I said, Kings, use that as a mouthpiece, man. Because I mean, you get in situations where I was at a club one time, I was at a bar one time with a girl, and the girl and her friend was sitting like next to us, and this girl, one of the girls just kept looking at me. It's like, I know you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere. I'm like, I'm thinking in my head like, I know where you know me from. I know you know me from. You know me from probably from the site. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably know me from one of my peoples. Or you know what I'm saying? But I know I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So you probably know me from. You don't know me personally because I would have known. But I just knew like, okay, yeah, either you know me from there, or you know me from the site. The site was the hottest thing happening with me at that time, about 3 years ago. I was just like, yo, I was loving it, you know what I'm saying? But in particular, I met my girl at the same time, which I actually, like, I'm telling you, which ironically, after I proclaimed my dedication to the love of my life, who I just met, that's where all this stuff started popping off. So like I said, a lot of times it's because you choose somebody else. They ain't popping off at all until you start being like, you know what, I found somebody that's going to do everything I need to do for me and my love. That's when they be like, oh, he's horrible. Watch out for this and watch out for that. Watch out for this. Every day it was like this. I stayed every day, but every day was like this. Right? You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that men stay resilient through this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Shannon Sharp, stay resilient. You see how he's holding it down. Look, man, look. He's like, hey, man, I got my receipts. Come for me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do it. Come for me. And believe me, you don't want to let the words out. But if she wants to go there, he can go there. And women in particular are into fixer-uppers. That's another reason why I say that it doesn't really hurt men on the man side when it comes to sites like this. Men, we don't if we did, I have no idea if we do it or not. But if we did, we're not gonna talk about y'all like that. We gonna be like, yo, Sally over there on 43rd, nigga, she do this. She do this the best. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is give her $40. She'll do everything great. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how we is, man. Hey, man, I told you, man, we talking grown, man. We talking grown and sexy tonight, man. You know what I mean? One love, man. My son, TJ Ward. Mm, mm. Yeah, but fixer uppers, man. Ladies like fixer uppers. So that's one of the reasons why it works in men's favor, because if a woman hears all these bad things about a guy, few times out of 10, she's gonna be like, "Oh, well, I can fix them, or I can change them." Right? We all know that this is not nothing new. I'm not making this shit up. This is what we know. Women like fixer uppers. So she'll take that as a challenge to say, "Yo, I can get them right." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Chick, you might have messed them up. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have thrown out a good one. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna be like, "I'm gonna scoop up, man, and make them right." And that's why I say it doesn't really, hurt us as much as the ladies think that it does. But it's all good. Like I said, I saw the reasons for being a purpose for it. So I don't throw that away at all. Ladies, keep doing your thing. You gotta weed them out. You do gotta weed them out. You know what I'm saying? Do it without the bashing, but otherwise, just weed them out, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys got to be weeded out, just like women got to be weeded out. You got to test them, man. It says it in the Bible. We have to test them. And y'all got to test us too. I mean, if we're gonna be your king, you know what I'm saying? We got to show you we can be your king, right? So, but I think swinging it back around, I think with the whole Shannon Sharpe thing, and then this whole site, I think with this whole social media, the revolution of the social media, and I think it was one of the hugest things to impact our society and our culture. Social media it took over. I mean, who really watched the news, right? Who really sits there and watches the news now? All of us get our news on social media, and that's why it's a lot easier for the people in charge, the New World Order, to guide us, because it's easy now with this whole scrolling phenomenon. It's easy for them now to just throw little advertisements in to go into your brain. Subliminal messages come from it, and then you get intrigued, and then you want to inquire and check into it more. But that's the way it goes. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, we gonna hey. That's one thing too. We're gonna get more into all that stuff too. We're gonna get more into all that. More into. I'm gonna talk about realms, man. I'm gonna talk about flat Earth, globe Earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about the Anunnaki, man. I'm gonna talk about my people. You know what I'm saying? Them true kings and them true gods within us all, right? That's who I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna talk to your spirit, man. We're gonna get more into that. Today was kind of more of a playful dealing with some of this social media stuff, but I think social media is a form of communication. So if we're gonna be using it, let's use it right. And let's just. I think one of the biggest things that we need to do is we need to be a cheerleader for each other. The whole meaning behind me bringing up the Shannon Sharpe thing and the dating the same person thing is to just say we need to be more of cheerleaders, right? When you're going to be in a relationship with someone, when you sit down and you tell that person you want to be in a relationship with them, and that person tells you that they want to be in a relationship with you, and y'all say, "All right, bet it's just me and you together." That's it. You have to be that person's biggest cheerleader. I did a video one time about this lady, you know what I'm saying? This is a sister girl. She was on her video. She was doing her thing and swinging her hair around, and her man comes in the back. He's like, "Get it, girl, yeah." You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be your girl's biggest cheerleader, homies, and kings and queens. Y'all gotta be your man's biggest cheerleader, and that's it. Has to continue. Like it has to be something that's um um uh like constant. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you're not in that, you still got to be in that. Like I've never ever like bad talk. I told y'all before, men don't really do that, but I've never really bad talked any person I've broken up with, and not only not bad talked them, I didn't really like um try to just jump on they dick, or they bandwagon, or whatever the fuck they was doing when if they popped off. But I did just be like, "Hey, look, um You know what I'm saying? Shorty, cool. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna do business with Shorty, go ahead. But I don't mess with her no more. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? She cool people. You know what I'm saying? She do her job. You know what I'm saying? She do this, she do that. You know what I mean? But my situation didn't work out with her. That's how I pushed it. So, and then you know what I'm saying, like me and my girl, you know what I'm saying. One of the things about us is that we are big cheerleaders for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying. She cheerleads for me like a motherfucker, like to the point where it'd be like, you know what I'm saying. She's almost like my AD, my athletic director. You know what I'm saying? Like she checking in on me and shit. Like, what you doing? Making movies, nigga. What movie you making? Damn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's that incentive in a relationship that you need. You need somebody that's going to give you that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that while you're motivating yourself. You got to have someone else that's there to be like, all right, man, let's get on track. But it you got to be able to do that when you're together, yes, but you have to be able to do that when you're not together. You have to be able to say, hey, okay, look, this person is not the one for me, and move on. And the other person has to be able to do that too. And you guys can still stay each other's cheerleaders. Because when it comes down to it, like, really, was it that bad? Like, really, was the relationship that bad that you have to go um, on social media and try to not try to, but go on social media with the purpose of, because you tip most of the time. I said with women doing it to men, it doesn't really work that well. I'm just saying, you know, I'm popping out free game. You know what I'm saying? So like, cool. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Like, be real. I'm glad you ladies do a site like that to figure out whatever. But what you're doing is like you're telling chicks in Owatonna about Joseph from Minneapolis who works this job and does all this, but he's so mean and he doesn't do this and he doesn't take out the trash when you want him to, and he's just a horrible person. Now the chicks in Owatonna know about Joseph, and they didn't even know about Joseph, but now they want to come to Minnesota, Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't recognize game, man. And if you know how to use game, like I said, hey, if you in a serious relationship, if you want to be a good person in a good relationship with a good person, throw the game out the window. But if you a player, if y'all out here doing this single lifestyle thing, and y'all out here, you know what I'm saying, game recognize game, man. Utilize that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you single, get your money, get your thing on. You know what I'm saying? Holler at the ladies, treat them right, but do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, same thing. If y'all out here single, make sure you're weeding it out. And then once you guys, you good men and you good women, when I want to get together, make sure you guys become each other's biggest cheerleaders. I think that's the dopest shit ever. When it comes to um, us communicating it from as men and women. And yes, I think that includes side chicks too. I think that includes side chicks, and I think that because you know your job, you knew what you signed up for. Most of the time, you knew you was a side chick. Most of the time, if you talk to a guy, you only talk to a guy in the evening times, or you got a guy that tells you, you know what I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna do this with you, you know what I'm saying, or you. Matter of fact, women are bold nowadays. So women are the ones. I tell my guys this all the time. When I got older, I just tell them, hey man, look, man, these grown women, dog, they aggressive, man. They don't play, man. So you know what I'm saying? Women will play that spot. They'll tell you, hey, look, I'll play the side chick. What the hell? Nah, I'm good. We all gonna die. All gonna die straight. You know what I'm saying? That's how when you get older, you get smart like that, right? But there are women that know that shit, and then they just like, oh, girl, man, with Shannon Sharp, man. She knew her. Debbie, you knew your role. Debbie, come on, Debbie. You knew your role. So you gotta say this is a ploy. This is just some backstabbing ass shit, man. We gotta be each other's biggest cheerleaders. We gotta stand up for each other, man. And then in dealing with these relationships with each other, man, let's make these relationships a lot better, a lot more, tighten them up. You know what I'm saying? We'll be good, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, beautiful night tonight, man. Cheers to my son, DJ Ward. Yeah, hey, on the Styles, man. Be on the lookout, man. We got more stuff coming. Once my guy gets ready, once we get the stuff put recorded in the bag, we got our show coming out to you. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna keep coming to you with daily affirmations. I'm gonna do a daily show every day. I'm gonna try to get more um, um, discipline with it and get on more of a schedule with you. Like I said, I still want to feel out. I like this nighttime thing. This nighttime thing is dope. I might do a 10 o'clock show because I'm kind of feeling this. But then I don't think I can touch base with the younger guys too. So I might have to do a midday show and a late night show. But then I have to kick it up a notch, man. But I did tell my boys, just told my boys Gabe, um, John, and my beard looking nice. Yeah, my guys, Gabe, John, and Art. When I was hanging out for Art B Day, I did just let them know, man, I'm about to go 100% 800 Styles Productions, man, video production in the game. And, I got 2 other companies, man, that I'm going to start putting out. Athletes in Crisis is mine. And then my other company with my brother, Marathon Sports. We're going to get in here and try to make some things work out for these kids, man, and turn these kids into stars, man. That's what 800 Styles Productions is all about. That's our theme. It's our tagline. We turn real people into stars. And as you can see, the biggest star there is in this company. You know what I mean? The God, boy. This is the gods talking, man. So, yeah, we had some fun tonight, man. I just wanted to spit some game. I think everything fell in line like it needed to. What I wanted to talk about today, cover. And like I said, I want to circle back to just the whole point of just being each other's cheerleaders and just having each other's back. Words, everything that I say circles back to something. It do. You know what I'm saying? I may take a long roundabout way to get there. But I mean, he said in the Bible, it may not come when you want me to, but I'm right on time. And, this video medium, man, you know what I'm saying? It's right on time, man. I told y'all it's gonna pop off. So one love, shouts out, keep watching and stay tuned in. I got more stuff for you. I'm gonna write more stuff for you with this restream that I'm part of. You know what I'm saying? I might, if I keep amping them up like this, I'm probably gonna ask them niggas to start dropping down a check, right? But restream, I mess with them. Who they're gonna afford me the ability to add people on here, so we'll probably get some people on here on one of my shows, man, just conversate, whatever, you know what I'm saying, lollygag, politic with my boys, man, you know what I'm saying, and spit some game for you, give you some knowledge, and just give you an insight into another realm. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, so stay with me, tune in, and I love you. I love you all. Peace to the guys.